there will be a point in time that it will go down. It will go down, it will correct, it will crash because that's how things normally go. Then assuming na maganda yung fundamentals niya, it will also go back up again. Pero yung question that people need to realize is this: in the midst of that loss, what do they do?
Hey guys, welcome back to the Leadership Stack Podcast, the podcast for entrepreneurs by entrepreneurs to increase your leadership, teamwork, and profits. This is your host, Sean C., aka Mr. CEO at 22. All right. Thank you so much for being here. And we have questions on Discord that we are going to be answering. By we, I mean me and Mr. Marvin Germo right here. Marvin, welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you for having me, Sean. Nice to be back.
Thank you, Sobra, for being on the show. We have a question from Erica. How can I start stock trading in the Philippines? Very basic, but maybe a lot of people still don't know how to do that.
Very, very simple lang, no? You just need a broker. I guess when you enter the stock market kasi kailangan mo ng access, meaning you need a platform that will allow you to buy and sell shares sa market. So, it's as simple as opening a broker na online. Now, of course, when you open a broker, you would need hingan ka nila ng mga IDs to be able to verify who you are, then yung mga mailing address, also proof of where you live, proof of billing. Then after that, they give you an account. When they start to give you an account, yun na yun. Basically, it's as simple as that. When they give you an account already, you will have a password, then you'll have to fund it. Then as you start funding it already, that's what you can use to start buying stocks also. So, relatively as straightforward as that. Yung kailangan pag-aralan, it's not about, in my opinion, not about starting, no, but it's more about analyzing what stocks fit you, what stocks are meant for you as well, because I think that's a bigger and larger question, because madali lang pumasok eh, especially for yung mga app-based na platforms where you get to buy and sell stocks. Para siyang laro, pero since para siyang laro, you have to realize that pinag-aaralan what you need to buy. So if you don't know what you're supposed to buy yet, don't get super excited because your time is long. You have enough time to be able to build the skills for it. So not as hard.
Very good, very good. And dami naman mga brokerage na pwedeng gamitin. So ako I use PI Trade. And ikaw, Marvin, what do you use ba?
They can go to pse.com.ph to be able to check lahat ng mga online brokerage platforms doon. So I think that's the best way for them to be able to check and pick. I guess if they want to start and they want to open something, so possible na ganun.
From Mitch, can you give us advice on how to manage risk in long-term investing? Is it safer to invest on ETF index funds or just do copy trading?
Statistically speaking, the safest, di ba safest, lahat may risk pa rin, no? Statistically speaking though, if you want something that's generally safer, then ETFs that are tracking the index will do better. Kasi pag ETF na nagtatrack ng index, nare-recalibrate siya. The ones that don't make the cut get removed. The ones that are not as good also get removed as well. So if you want something na medyo safer, ETFs na nagtatrack ng index fund. So sa global market, you can look at the ones that are tracking Nasdaq mismo or yung Dow Jones or yung S&P 500. Then sa Philippines, yung PSEI. Pero ganun din, if you follow that, generally speaking, you will get the average also. May kapalit lagi if you're going for something that's relatively safe. Eh.
This one from Mitch, any advice on how not to lose money when copy trading in eToro? Okay, I think like for me, at least in my experience, I lost money in copy trading. When you copy trade someone that's not really that good, I guess you lose money there. Or when the person you're copy trading, nung pababa yung market, di siya nakabantay, di siya nag-sell, then you might lose money there, especially when you copied their open trades when the market was high and then it fell down, it dropped, then you lose money there. But Marv, you're the expert here.
It's impossible not to lose money, no? Please remember this. Every time you go into an investment, you will always lose money. That's always part of it. Kahit check mo when you go to any copy portfolio, look at their portfolio, there will always be negatives. Yan. Kahit si J Nemesis ngayon, March 2021, he's ending it on the negative because it's normal eh. It's part of it. I have not seen anyone na sobrang yaman that has never lost money. So I'm not sure if there's an answer to not lose money because even the best traders will also lose money also eh. Long term though, if you can ride yung volatility na kunyari down sila ngayon, you believe that they are good, then there's a chance that it gets also recovered. Pero there will always be a point in time na losses will happen. Siguro, just to add a layer of analysis dun, the ones that are doing very, very well, na as in, boom, sobrang laki ng kita nila, tas eto lang yung average ng majority. Pag bagsak naman yung market, sure yun, sila yung malaki din yung bagsak. So, that's how you can look at it. The ones that, when everyone else is earning 10%, sila 40%, 80%, sure yun. When times are bad, they're also the ones that are hit the most. Then the ones that are in the middle, kung 20% sila, minsan bababa, 10%, 8%. Then the ones that mga 2%, 3% lang, sure din yun, pagbagsak yung market, they're not really as affected also. Siguro if you want to lessen your losses, then copy the ones that are not really getting high returns also. Pero ganun din kahit si Olivier Danvel, which had a very, very large record, minsan hirap din talaga eh. So I don't know, but please remember, losses will always be part of investing. You have to embrace losing. The name of the game lang is, pag mali ka, you tolerate an amount na that you can lose. Tapos with the context that mababawi mo siya dun sa mga later on na investments mo. I'm saying that because there might have been a lot of people that nag-invest last year na naranasan lang nila puro gains. It won't be like that forever. Even this run up sa cryptocurrencies, there will be a point in time that it will go down. It will go down, it will correct, it will crash, because that's how things normally go. Then assuming na maganda yung fundamentals niya, it will also go back up again. Pero yung question that people need to realize is this: in the midst of that loss, what do? Do they add? Do they cut? Do they reposition? Something like that.
Erica, very basic but very profound question. How can I make a lot of money with stock trading?
Ganun din, based on what we talked about earlier, that it's still based on the amount of skill that you put in. And then yung term na a lot of money, that's I think a bit subjective also. For some people, you would see it na some people, masaya na sila, nakaka 2,000 pesos a day, every day. Okay na sa kanila yun. Pero there are people that they don't get that 2,000 every day, pero in a year, they get 1,000,000 pesos. Pero they're very, very passive also in their investment. So I think it depends also on what's a lot for you. It depends also on how big your capital is. It depends also on the proficiency that you have in it. Pero this is what I've realized, that the larger your portfolio is, the more money you have also, you will notice it. Kahit, for example, bigay na lang natin magandang example si Sean. He doesn't care if he makes 1,000 pesos or 2,000 pesos or 5,000 pesos on a daily basis. What matters is overall, the portfolio grows. Second is, ayaw niya bumabagsak yung portfolio niya. So, what's important for him is yung overall growth later on. Kasi you have to realize that okay yan yung mga 2,000, 2,000, 4,000, 4,000 na earnings on a daily basis. Pero once your portfolio reaches as big as Sean, na nasa 8 digits na yung portfolio mo, minsan
you
just slug it out lang na
may decimal
what's important is it grows larger over a stretch period of time. Tapos yun, you will notice it also as your portfolio grows. Mas importante na ma-preserve mo siya kesa sa makuha mo yung jackpot. So I think getting those large swings and trades is very, very nice if your portfolio is smaller. Pero when you are in the Shanxi level already, it's more about storing that value.
Oh, hey, and since you're here, can you do me a favor? Can you hit on the subscribe button and hit the bell button and select all notifications so that whenever we have a new video, you're going to be the first one to know. Until then, keep leading.
Going back to not having anything in the beginning, I was at the bottom of the barrel. Now, here's the thing. God gives us one great power, and the power is choice. Make a choice. Are you going to stay at the bottom of the barrel, sucking your thumb, whining and crying in the fetal position that you have nothing, that everybody else has everything? Or are you going to take the purpose He's given you in life and utilize it to help not only you, but others that are around you?